before we begin the fabulousness that is
Eleanor Tynan's junior musical theater recital, Happy Right Now,
we would like to take this moment to share with you a very special message. A couple of things before we get funky. Turn off those cell phones, you crazy Twitter junkies. She's crazy, she's funny, the girl's got beats. So sit down, relax, and enjoy those fancy seats. She's got 30 minutes, so don't have a cow. We hope you're real happy right now. Woo! We say Eleanor, you say Tynan. Eleanor! Tynan!
Eleanor!
Tynan!
When I say happy, you say right now, happy! Right now! Happy! Right now!
You know how when you were a little kid you believed in fairy tales? The fantasy of what your life would be? White dress, Prince Charming who'd carry you away to a castle on a hill. You'd lie in bed at night, close your eyes, and you had complete and utter faith. Santa Claus, Prince Charming, the Tooth Fairy, they were so close you could taste them. But eventually you grow up. One day you open your eyes and the fairy tale disappears. Most people turn to things or people they can trust. But the thing is, it's hard to let go of that fairy tale entirely. Because almost everyone still has the smallest bit of hope and faith that one day they'll open their eyes and it will all come true. Once when I was young and true, someone left me sad. Broke my brittle heart in two, and that is very bad. Love is for unlucky folk. Love is but a curse. Once there was a heart I broke, and that I think is worse. Hey.
Hey.
What do you want, Phil?
I don't want anything. I just wanted to say hello.
Hello? What do you want, Phil? Are you feeling okay?
Well, yeah, things are going really great for me right now. Actually, they put a partition now over at the office for me, and I'm going to the spa a lot, and I'm working out, but I can't use any of the machines, you know.
Because you're back.
Because of my back. I love the jacuzzi. So, anyways, it's funny we both happened to turn up here tonight. Because I was just thinking. I mean, I was wondering, you know, if we were still seeing each other.
Oh. Seeing each other?
Well, yeah. Oh. All right.
We never were seeing each other.
Well, not exactly seeing.
Okay, we slept together one time.
Twice.
Yeah, but you left before I woke up, so.
Well, I mean, everybody does
And
that.
you never called me back?
Now about that, I was involved in this really
What do
bad.
you want, Phil?
I want another shot at it.
At what?
At you, to get to know you.
I'm really not worth the effort.
Is it because you're seeing someone else?
I'm not actually like seeing you.
No, it's fine, I get it. Early bird and all that
It
stuff.
has nothing to do with you. Look, I like you. You're a great person.
You're a great person too, Karen.
Okay.
Listen, so this guy in my office has this cabin upstate. It's on the edge of a beautiful freshwater lake. Why don't we go there? Just the two of us. We spend the weekend, relax, get out of the city, do some straight thinking. What do you say?
No.
It's because of this guy you're seeing?
I'm not actually seeing him, okay?
Then what?
I just have a lot of stuff I have to work through right now. It's just really not a good time for me, okay?
I think about you a lot, Karen.
You do?
Yeah, at work, and the laundromat, and the shower, you know, places like that. Well, I mean that in a positive sense.
Look, I'm not worth the effort, and you're making this really difficult on me.
I'm making this incredibly easy. Just come up to the country with
I
me.
can't.
I'm asking for a chance.
Like I told you, my life is a really big mess right now, okay? Look, I just read this article that by the time you're 5, you've already developed the major patterns for the rest of your life. I mean, whether you're going to be basically happy or a fireman, a lesbian, whatever. Of course, that's not fair at all because no one tells a little kid anything about that. That's the way it is. And so it occurs to me, and somewhere along the line, I messed up really badly. Made a very poor choice about something. Now there's nothing I can do to change it.
I think I love you.
You haven't been listening to me at all.
Well, yes, I have. You were talking about your childhood, right?
Hmm?
I love you.
No. Phil, I'm very flattered, but
Well, I'm not saying it to flatter you, Karen. We're not talking about your drapes. We're talking about this real and undeniable feeling I have for you. So, you're not happy. I think I can sense that from what you just told me, but nobody's happy. That's the way things are supposed to be. Do you think I'm happy? I'm not happy. I'm miserable.
I am too.
And that's why I feel so close to you, Karen. I can make you happy, you can make me happy.
You just said nobody's happy.
I didn't mean that. I feel so crazy when I'm with you. I don't know what I'm saying. I love you.
Oh, please.
I'm dying without you, Karen. Has anyone ever told you anything like that?
No. Never.
Because no one has ever loved you as much as I do. Jesus, Karen, help me out.
For how long?
Until I'm in my grave. Forever. Longer.
No. For how long would we have to be away for?
Well, as long as you want. We don't even have to come back.
I was thinking just the weekend.
Yes, the weekend. Great.
I have a pasta class on Monday night, so I have to be back.
Great. Fabulous.
Look, I don't know. I want to, but
Well, if you want to, just say yes.
I can't.
Then just maybe?
If I say maybe, you'll think I mean yes.
No. I'm very clear on maybe.
I don't know. I mean, I want to, but I have. Okay. Maybe.
Maybe. You won't regret this, Karen.
I'm really not worth it, Phil.
This is the happiest day of your life. Come on, let's get back to the party. Is everything okay?
Yeah. No. Look, I'm sorry, but could you just stay away from me for a little while? I'm really sorry. God, I hate myself so much.
Patterns in my life that I trace every day. Patterns as I say the things I always say. Patterns in the ceiling as I lie awake. Why are patterns haunting every move I make? Just look, here I am on cue again, upset, feeling torn in two again, afraid, saying I'm okay, making little jokes till I run away again. And yet today I am not the same. I feel my mind slipping from its frame. Strange feelings rise, feelings with no name. I can't face them, so I shake them hard, fold them up, and tuck them safely away again. Patterns that begin as I walk through a door. Patterns in the curtains and the kitchen floor. Patterns in the day's routines I must arrange. Patterns in the ways I try, but never change. Just look, as I'm thrown a curve again, I leap, then I lose my nerve again. In tears running home I go, secretly relieved, safe with what I know again. And yet I know I am not the same. Inside my heart is something I can't tame. I feel my mind bursting into flame, and I must change, or else I'll break apart or break away and end up having to start again. Patterns through the day I seem to use to give my life a shape. Patterns through the house that give me comfort when I need escape. Patterns that lead me nowhere at all.
I used to have horrible insomnia for years, and I would play all these games, in my head, to try to get to sleep. Like, I would count how long I could keep my eyes open, and then I would count how long I could keep them closed. And one night after Luke and I broke up, I set my mind to trying to imagine the perfect man. I did that for a really long time, until I had it down to a microscopic detail. I mean, I knew exactly what I wanted in a guy. And then Deb, she knew it before I did. She made me realize it was you. I stayed with my last boyfriend too long because I was scared of being alone and because I didn't know that I deserved any better. And then when I finally broke up with him, being alone was scary. But I got through that and, I even started to like it. I found out I was pretty good at being alone. I found out that I was stronger than I ever thought I could be. What I'm trying to say is that I like you, and I love being with you, but you're not perfect. And I am no more lucky to be with you than you are to be with me. And I need for you to tell me that you aren't with me because you're afraid of being alone, because you want to be with someone.
Maybe the sun gave me the power, but I could swing Loch Lomond and be home in half an hour. Maybe the air gave me the drive, for I'm all aglow and alive. What a day this has been! What a rare mood I'm in! Why, it's almost like being in love. There's a smile on my face for the whole human race. Yes, it's almost like being in love. All the music of life seems to be like a bell that is ringing for me. And from the way that I feel when that bell starts to peal, I can swear I was falling. I would swear I was falling. It's almost like being. This can't be love because I feel so well. No sobs, no sorrows, no sighs. This can't be love. I get no dizzy spell. My head is not in the sky. My heart does not stand still. Just hear it beat. This is too sweet to be love. This can't be love because I feel so well. But still I love to look in your eyes.
That's what my grandfather taught me. He was my mother's father, and when the mist would creep in off the ocean, he'd get his shovel and bury large objects in the garden. Once he buried the cuckoo clock because it wouldn't shut up, and it drove the cat mad. And one night, when the mist cleared, he showed me the planet Venus. All I could see was a bright splotch of light by the moon, but Grandfather said, "Look closer. Look with the inside of your eye, and you can see a naked woman." Of course, Grandfather saw naked women in his chowder. He was an old sea captain who'd been whacked on the head by a flying yardarm. Or was it a flying Dutchman? Flying squirrel. You know, something flying. Anyways, he got that mulberry tree from China along with a old helmet made of wasp's nest and a deck of round playing cards with windmills and labyrinths on them. When Mother married Father, Grandfather never spoke to her again. But when I was very little, my mother's ghost would lure me over the broken wall to play in his garden. And despite his worst intentions, he came in time to love me. Intense passion runs in our family. It's probably why most of us are dead. For 3 days and nights, he dreamed of flaming mulberry trees. I found him in the garden. He was being picked apart by crows. They'd taken his eyes too. Well, just one eye, to be fair to the crows. The other one was glass. And so I was forced to transfer my affection to his mulberry tree. We passed love from one object to another in a doomed attempt to revisit a place we've never even been. And yet there is much to be said for mulberry trees. The purple juice from the fruit makes mulberry wine, and the silkworm eats the leaves and spins her cocoon. And when she wakes, she is someone else entirely. What are you looking at? You'll make me really nervous. I swear on my mother's grave, I can go for months without talking, but I babble when I'm nervous. You make me nervous. As if I'm remembering you from a time that hasn't happened yet. Or perhaps I've dreamed about you. Dreams are the closest thing to truth we have, you know, next to sexual intercourse and stories. I used to dream about a hideous creature shuffling down a cobbled London street to kill me. It seemed more real than life. But I recommend great caution in trusting dreams. Or love. Because dreams can kill. Especially dreams of flaming mulberry trees. And the only thing that buys love forever is the losing of it. God, if you're gonna kiss me now, it would be an excellent time. I'm scared to death of what I'm feeling for you. It's not just the feeling that I'm worried about, but the thought that I'll never be with you. In my heart, there's a sound of a soldier that runs to the home she is longing to see. But as she rounds the corners and opens the door, she finds her home has been washed out to sea. Take my hand, I plead. Tell me, what will it take for you to see that your love is all I need? So many times I would stand there just looking at you with the hope you were looking at me. That would give me the chance to finally tell you the truth of the strength you brought. At the end of the day, faith is a funny thing. It turns up when you really don't expect it. It's like one day you realize that your dream is slightly different from the fairy tale. The castle, well, it might not be a castle. And it's not so important that it's happily ever after, just that it's happy right now. See, every once in a while, one step of the moon, people surprise you. And once in a while, they might even take your breath away.
I believe, and I have found, hyperbole is not what makes the world go round. Just living, just navigating firm and level ground has the power to astound. I have found, I have found. It's been said, and I have heard, that quiet doesn't need to be a dirty word. Just talking is often more expressive than a shriek. It's nice to merely speak. I have found the ground. Contentment, it seems, simply happens. It appears, accompanied by no bravos and no tears, no tears. I have found, since I have wed, that drama doesn't need to be my daily bread. That goodness and warmth are as dramatic in their way as any Broadway play, Broadway bound. Yes, goodness and warmth are as dramatic in their way as any Broadway play. I have found. I have lived in the clouds for so long. I like it more on the ground. Was I lost? Pretty near it. Now my spirit, I have
Thanks for coming. I know the weather's horrible, so I really appreciate it. First off, I want to thank you all for coming, and then Brian, Lily, he's so awesome. And Johnny and Michaela for being in, helping on my recital, or being in. Freaking out, so they're awesome. To Doug, I love you so much, and my voice has grown so much with you, and if I ever sing as well as you one day, I would be so happy. So you're the best, and I'm gonna miss you next semester. To Phil for doing my lights. Even though I love you, and you're always there for me. You're the most supportive person I know, so thank you. To Kristen for, well, just everything. You know what for. I'm gonna miss you so much. Okay. To my class today. You guys are so supportive and such wonderful friends, and all of you are so talented, and I can't wait to see the rest of recitals today. To Sarah Francis who do my dance, even though I royally messed it up, and I'm really sorry. It was beautiful before I did it. To all of my friends that came today, I love you all, and I think you're there-ish, so I'm saying it over there. You guys are awesome. And to Julia specifically, I'm a frantic mess like 98% of the time, and she's so calm and the best person to live with, so I love you. And we have a couple days left, so. To my family that's all here, my mom and dad and my sister and both my grandparents are here, and they came all the way from Massachusetts, and even though the weather's horrible, so I love you guys. And thank you for paying for me to come here and being cool with my crazy dreams and so supportive and stuff. Okay. And then one last shout out to my friend Lisa, who came all the way from school in New Hampshire to come see my recital, so. Everyone got really excited. She said, you can stay in the room because it's disgusting outside. Just like, don't pay attention to what's going on stage. Okay, thank you guys.